subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
All right, let me see. Let's get some hands up in here. Let's get Mr. Sam Take. I think I can't pronounce your name. You got a lot of stuff in there, Mr. You got a lot of words in there. I can't pronounce what's going on there. What's up, brother?
Hey Tariq, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you, bro?
Was my mic all right? It was faulty the other day.
Yeah, I know we talked the other day. Did you have another screen name the other day?
Yeah, I had that Tariq Feathers, man. But
Oh, okay. There you go. I
yeah,
knew you
just
looked
trying to
for.
catch your. Yeah, I was trying to catch your attention, but I got other things I do online. I didn't want to be represented as that. You know what I mean?
Right. So what's
But
going
real
on with you,
quick,
man?
I'll be straight and direct. I feel like when you boil everything down to white supremacy, which is defined simply as just a belief, right? It doesn't give the devil his due. And honestly, I believe it's almost a dangerous rhetoric because people will end up hating white people in that way. And I don't
Really?
think that's for the greater good. Yeah,
Hmm. No. Why do you think that?
because white supremacy isn't the only evil concept in this world. At the end of the day, we live in a world full of different perceptions, beliefs, and principles, right? And these perceptions and beliefs, they don't have a skin color. They're equally and unequivocally available to anyone, you know? There's plenty of people that could be a supremacist, whether they're white, black, purple, it don't matter. His principles are equally good or bad, available.
Are you white? You're a white guy?
I mean, I guess depends how you categorize it. Yeah,
Right. I
why
mean,
not?
you guess you either you are or you're not. What part of Europe is your family from?
Eastern Europeans, why not?
Okay. Like Romania. Um,
Yeah, like the Balkans and whatever.
okay. But here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing, sir. The term white supremacy, that comes
Right.
from the white community. That's their term. They
Mhm.
can't you can't circle back and say, oh, white supremacy. If you say it, it makes us look bad. Y'all
No,
were the ones who drilled it into our heads. Y'all went around telling us how supreme you were, creating laws talking about how supreme you were. The founding so-called fathers kept talking about how supreme white people were. The Dred Scott decision, which was a Supreme Court decision, talks about how the black man is inferior and he has no rights that a white man is bound to respect. They were
right,
just drilling this stuff into the
right,
system. So you
right. I
can't,
acknowledge that. Okay,
right.
go
So
ahead.
don't say, okay, well, it makes us look bad now. You shouldn't have
No,
created it.
that's right. That's not my argument. It's not that it makes us look bad. That's a bad thing. White supremacy is a terrible belief. It's extremely negative. The argument is that's not the only negative belief, dude.
But it's the
There's
most
plenty of other negative beliefs.
but it's the most
Absolutely not.
slow down. It's the most dominant. There's no other system more dominant than white supremacy.
Well, white supremacy is a belief, not a system.
Oh no, it's a system. Oh no, it is a system that is practiced in all areas of activity. It's a belief that's backed up by tangible results. It's beyond a belief. Santa Claus is a belief. White supremacy,
No, no.
systematic white supremacy is
Right.
very
Well,
real.
right. But so that goes back to our definition is important or not, because it's defined as a belief for a reason. The phrase white supremacy was built with the definition of that, which is just the observation of way of looking at things, right? Mind you, it led to certain systems and all these
And a
things, right?
practice, not just no, not just an observation, a practice.
Right. Well, if
It's
you
a
have
belief
that,
and a practice. You practice white supremacy. You just don't believe in it.
right, you
You
practice it
see,
after you believe in it. You can't, you don't
right?
practice
You
white
believe in
supremacy if
it
you
and
don't
then
believe
you
in it.
practice it. Right.
Right.
You practice it and there are results
Right.
for it.
Right. And my
You
argument
see?
is basically there's other evil practices and beliefs or beliefs that lead to practices.
But
White
white
supremacy,
supremacy
go ahead,
is
sorry.
okay. What's more dominant? What other evil practice is more dominant and pervasive than systematic white supremacy? That's a question for you.
In what aspect? So, like, how you measure it?
All, because
Well, no,
white
I just want to
supremacy
be clear.
dominates all.
What do you mean all people on the
all
earth?
all all areas of activity that people engage in, white supremacy dominates it. And
Absolutely
it's,
not.
yeah, okay, tell me the area
There
where
is
white
plenty
supremacy is
of
not dominant.
people that had no belief of white supremacy and just simply think, I want the best life for myself. I don't give a about nobody. And they do whatever they
Okay,
want because
okay,
when they leave
slow
this earth, they don't
down.
care.
Tell me what area of activity is not dominated by white supremacy. You tell me that.
Once again, you're like personalizing white supremacy. It's not a person, it's a belief. Like,
It's a
tell me
system.
who's white supremacy then?
It's a system.
No, no, the system is a part of the process of white supremacy. Then we disagree to
Right,
that, right? But
right,
you can't pinpoint who is white supremacy. It's not a
right. Well,
person, right?
it's people. But the thing is, in order to maintain a system is maintained by people.
Right,
There's no
absolutely. We're systematic.
directory, and there's no directory of who all the white supremacists are. So we have to suspect certain people are white supremacists. You can't
Right,
they're not maintaining this system unconsciously. You're consciously practicing white supremacy in order to maintain a
absolutely,
system.
absolutely. But
Right.
I'm saying there's people, right, that are part of that system, engage in that system and do those things. They may not subscribe to that white supremacy belief. That's not like the
Right. Now
core
slow
of
down.
evil, basically.
Okay, now
Mhm.
listen. There are some people who are white, who are not white supremacists, but they're not the dominant
Right.
ones. They're not the ones in power. The people who believe in white supremacy are more powerful than the white people who don't. That's why we don't live in a
I
system of
disagree.
justice. We live in a system of white supremacy.
That's not true though, because let's
Debunk
say
it.
let's use the
Okay, debunk it.
okay, let's
Well,
use the
okay,
music
then
industry.
tell me, and I've asked you this about five
I
times, you
will.
can't answer. Show me an area of
Right.
activity that is not dominated by white supremacy.
All right. I will give you an
Give
example.
me an
The
example.
music industry is predominantly owned by people of a Jewish, let's say, religious
No, we
belief,
don't do
right?
that. They're classified as white too, sir. Y'all not
Yeah, but just because you're white doesn't mean you're a supremacist. Didn't you
right,
say that
but they're still
yourself?
classified as white.
Right, but they're not supremacists. How can you prove they're supremacists, white
We
supremacists?
cannot prove it. We can suspect certain people are. How come? How
Right, I
come?
could
And
prove they're not
these are
though.
just different ethnic groups of white. So yeah, white people
Right, but
dom.
I could prove they're
So
not white
okay, so why do
supremacists
white people dominate an industry that has primarily black talent for the most part?
based on their foundation for morality being of a Jewish ethnicity or religious belief, right? They find it morally justifiable to take advantage of people that are non-Jewish, based on their Talmud and things like that, right? But regardless to them, I don't want to make it about
Right,
them.
that's a
I
cop
think
out because there's other white people who are not
right,
Jewish who are prominent in the music
right,
industry. So just because,
right. But we're talking about majorities, though. We ask for a majority
but they're
of
not
control.
black. So yeah, they're still classified as white. That's my point.
Yeah, but you also literally said just because someone's white doesn't mean they're a white
Right.
supremacist.
But if you're in a position,
So there's plenty of white people. White people exist. You know what I mean? Like we
right,
can't make them not
right,
exist.
but yeah, why are you all in dominant positions?
Different example. Give me an example. Different examples have
All
different
all
justification.
positions
You
they
know what I mean?
dominate. They're always in the
Not
dominant
true.
position
Not
in
that's not
every area
true.
of
Whites
activity,
don't have it.
in area and
Whites don't dominate cornerbacks in
oh,
the
but they
NFL.
dominate the NFL
I
itself.
mean, that's a stupid
They
example.
dominate the NFL
Whites
itself,
do.
sir. They dominate the NFL.
Are you saying
That's
what, like ownership
you're
of the NFL?
right. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
but you're saying all
They
the
dominate
like
they
you got to
own
be
the
more specific
industry.
with your
Yeah,
wording.
they can decide what
Okay, they
player
do.
can get cut and not play again, like Colin Kaepernick. When
Right.
they can
So
determine who can't
fair
play or
enough.
not.
I agree.
And
I
also
agree.
listen, the game
But
itself, sports itself,
yeah.
when we play in the actual game, the only reason we dominate,
Hmm.
black people dominate that is because the rules are right there up front. In white supremacy, there's
Right.
secret rules and unspoken rules. That's how they dominate all
Mm.
areas of society. But in the sports arena, the actual game itself will dominate the game because the rules are there up front. So when there's equal rules up front, we're always going to dominate that. But the whole league is dominated by the white supremacists because there's unwritten, unspoken rules behind the scenes. That makes sense?
Right. I hear what you're saying. Measurably, that's not true, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
you can't
Let's just go
debunk
with
it.
that
You
for a
just
second.
can't say it's not true and
Regardless,
then run
yeah,
from
I
it.
can debunk
You
it. What are
haven't
you talking
debunked
about,
it,
dude?
sir. You
What?
haven't pointed to any area that's not dominated by the suspected white supremacists. Not nothing.
Okay. Yes, I can. I'll point out right now. But just debunk that last thing you said I can't
Right, you
debunk real
can't
quick.
debunk it. You
The Constitution is the rule for
uh-huh.
America, right? That's the rules. They're right in front of your face. Why aren't you dominating? You're sitting here yourself contradicting yourself, saying that white people dominate
Right.
America. So why aren't you dominating? You just said that you would dominate if the rules was in front of you. So you're being
I'm being
hypocritical, dude.
hypocritical. So do you think people
You
practice
are.
the Constitution by the letter?
No, it's not about practicing. You said by dominating. Nobody practices it by the letter.
Right. Yeah, people don't practice the Constitution. They our black people's
Right.
constitutional rights are
But
violated every damn day.
right, and there's
By who?
courts and laws to adjudicate that
No, the court.
by
No,
the
the courts
system.
and laws go along with that. They go along with it until yes, they
That's
you
not true.
tell you know,
Sometimes they do, but that's a big minority compared to the
tell
reality. There's
sir,
plenty of people getting paid out for
yeah, sir,
injustice. Be realistic.
sir. Black people get
Go
all
ahead.
types of unconstitutional injustices based on the I'm white and I say so law.
Not there's no first off, there's no I'm
The
white and
hell
I
it
say
ain't.
so long in the
The hell it ain't.
Constitution.
Cal
What,
Rittenhouse.
tell me
Cal
what number?
Rittenhouse is an example of that.
Not one example of that. Give me the number of the law that says I'm white and
Hell,
I say
it's
so. You
that's
can't, can
common
you?
law, sir. That's called common law. That
That's
is
not
common
common
law.
law.
It's I'm white and I say so.
But that's that unspoken law you saying is
Right. That's
bad.
the common law. See, that's what white
Right, but
supremacy,
you
what
appealing
no, no,
to
white supremacy is based on
hmm
osmosis. It's the common law. You don't have
hmm
to even write it down. See, there's what's written down and then what's practiced. They practice a whole different
right,
thing. You see?
right. And okay, so based on what you're saying there, I don't think white supremacy is that predominant
It
as you
is.
say
What
it
area
is.
is it not dominant?
I'm saying in society as a
I'm telling
whole,
you, and all there's not,
meaning
listen,
based on osmosis, innately people don't have white
yes, they
supremacist
do,
beliefs, or how?
based on
How, dude?
systematic racism that we have, and based on them dominating
First
all
off,
areas of activity. There's
maybe you don't understand. Let me reword
there's
my
nine
question.
areas of human activity. Basic, there's nine basic
Go ahead.
areas. The white supremacists dominate
Mhm.
all of them.
I
Then name
disagree
the ones they
wholeheartedly.
don't.
Maybe people with white skin, that's measurably,
And
I
being
believe,
in
untrue.
denial,
Because
listen,
just because they
sir,
have white skin doesn't make them
didn't
white
say that. You're
supremacists.
pushing, moving the goalpost, and you being in denial of the
I'm
system.
sorry.
That's not going to negate the system.
I'm not
You are
denying the
denying it
system.
because
I'm not denying the system.
they
I'm not
sat
denying the
here putting
system.
the system together, telling us it's a system of white supremacy.
Yeah, people build systems. You said that
Yeah,
earlier. What do you
they
mean
sat
people
up here
build systems?
putting
Now you act like
laws
it's a bad
together
thing.
and backed up those laws
Yeah,
on with military
listen,
might. They backed them up
you can't
militarily.
verifiably prove, right. That's what
Right.
people do.
And
They
when
build
we get
systems
out
and
of
then they
line,
back
they
them up.
use that. Let's
These
stop
are
and slow
nothing
down. When we
statements.
get out of line, they
Okay.
use that military to suppress us. Now,
Unequivocally.
when
We,
do
as in
they
me and
use the
you.
military to suppress white people?
Did you just say when we get out of line, meaning me and you,
When
or
do they use the military or National
when
Guard?
they get out of line, when they go against the
When?
system? Look at January
Man,
6th.
are you insane? Oh, you mean all of the people who are
Well,
pardoned?
did they get
You
out
mean
of line?
everybody who got pardoned?
Hey, that's a
Huh?
thing that's in the
Really?
system
Really?
apparently.
You all the people who got
Yo,
pardoned?
black people got
All the
pardoned too.
people who are
Kodak
free
Black got
right now?
pardoned.
Oh, okay. That's
Kodak
not
Black
a
got
good
pardoned too.
example, sir.
So
You mean all of the people walking around
he did.
free?
Did he not?
Show me the Black Panthers.
Right, but pardon is part of
Show
the
me the Black
system.
Panthers who are free, who talked about doing what they did. You got Black Panthers who
Bro,
talked about doing that, who are still in prison from the 1960s.
right. So what did the Black Panther movement do?
Okay,
Which I
no,
was
no,
for,
no.
I like,
Where are the Black
right?
Panthers who are
It
no,
went
no, no,
against the
sir? The
system.
Black Panthers talked about running up in the Capitol and they're in jail for 50 years.
Right,
These dudes ran up in the Capitol and they're free now, sir. That's white supremacy.
right. That's
What
not
is
white
it then?
supremacy, dude. It's
Right,
favoritism and
based
bias,
on
those are his
race. Based
fans.
on race, you can't show black people who did that.
It's
Then
not
show
based
me the
on race,
black
it's
people
based
who
on
show me
political
the black
standing.
people who are free from doing that.
Bro, I
Thank
don't know if there
you.
was
Thank
black
you
people
so
on
much.
January
Thank you.
6th.
Thank
There
you.
was black
Thank
people
you.
on
All right. That's enough. All right. You can't I'm white and you say so yourself out of this, sir. All right. You're not going to do that. You can just be in denial and talk in circles and put your fingers in your ear and say, uh-huh. Boy, you giving bad example. That's a hard, you debunk yourself. What about January 6th? You mean everybody who free now? These dudes ran up in the Capitol building and they all running around here free doing interviews now? And the Black Panthers sitting up rotting in damn prison? Or talking about doing that? Man, give me a break. I don't even have to go to the Black Panthers. You got black folks out here in rap groups getting RICO charges. You understand? Come on now. Man. All right. Oh, goodness. All right, let's get H&M. Let me see. I think that's your name, H&M. Hop on in, H&M.
Thank you for letting me talk.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very well. Thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me talk. I really hated what that man was saying earlier
Yeah.
because that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think all black people should be, you know, worried.
About what?
I mean, I think we should be worried about like I'm in Canada, so y'all are in America,
And you
right?
aren't you Somali? You Somali?
I am Somali.
Okay.
Is that okay or
Well,
no?
what? Why wouldn't it be okay?
I'm just asking you. You just put that on me.
But you have a flag. That's
Yeah, and I am.
okay.
And I am that person.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
what are you? Sorry. Are you just an American idiot or what?
Okay. We,
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I just
ma'am,
wish
ma'am,
what? What?
ma'am,
Ma'am? Ma'am. I'm Heaven.
oh,
What?
ma'am,
What is it?
ma'am. Now, ma'am, if I go somewhere and steal your camel, you're not going to be so.
I love a
You're not going to feel so
Listen,
great about it,
can I carry on
ma'am.
about
Ma'am, don't go there, ma'am. You're too easy. It's too easy for you, ma'am.
Okay, can I just finish what I was
It's
saying?
okay, ma'am, but just calm. Don't try to go there with me, ma'am.
I wasn't, but the thing is you were, and
I
I don't
wasn't,
like it.
ma'am.
Okay,
Don't
fine.
don't go there. You got way too much forehead to think nasty thoughts like that, ma'am.
What?
Dig in that
Now you're
forehead
talking
and
about my
dig in
forehead?
that forehead and get some better thoughts. Now,
Wow.
what's on your mind? Let's talk.
Love.
What's on
I
your
have
You got what, dear?
you know what? You're a problem.
Why my
Thank you.
problem?
Go ahead. No, you are. Go
Now, is
ahead.
this the
You're
Miss
talking about my forehead,
Yes.
and I don't understand because now when I was talking about something completely different, and now you're talking about my forehead.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
I did.
Go
I
ahead.
did.
No, no, no. I'm not no ma'am. I'm a miss. But go ahead.
Do you have a man? I mean, what are you? Are you a missus? Have you been married? What's going on with you?
You're talking too much. Go ahead.
No, ma'am, I'm asking. You
No,
corrected
no,
me.
I don't want to talk
And I
about it
know you
anymore
pull
because now
niggers.
you're talking about.
No, man, I know you
No,
pull
I don't
niggers.
pull anybody.
Yes, you do, man.
So you see what
Ma'am,
you're doing.
no, with all of that
Good
forehead,
night. Good
ma'am,
night.
with all of that,
With all of my forehead,
yes,
right?
yes,
Anything
with
else?
yes,
So you're upset.
with all of that forehead, the gravitational pull, you can pull niggas. I mean, literally, you pulling niggas with gravity with that big forehead, ma'am.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're swearing and you're swearing
now,
about
now,
my
what's on your
forehead.
mind, beloved? What's on your
That
mind? You're
is
just
amazing.
talking.
I'm not no beloved, love.
Now, what's on your
Please
mind?
stop. I'm not talking about nothing. I'm
Oh,
actually not speaking. You're the one speaking about me.
okay.
So you are the beloved.
Okay. So
Please carry on.
okay, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and make
Yeah.
some. I'm gonna let
No,
you
I'm
make.
not actually
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
make you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and make some midnight injera bread and go to sleep. All right. Let me get you out. You're just babbling. You're doing a lot of tether babbling, beloved. So I'm gonna let you go. All right. Lord, don't play games with me, ma'am. All right. Okay. Let's see who we got. We got a lot of people in the building. Shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of people in the building. Let's get James Lewis. Mr. James Lewis in the building. James Lewis, hop on, sir.
How you doing this evening, sir? Much respect.
Thank you, James. How are you, brother?
I am phenomenal, interesting, and a lot of other things. But I like to go into talk about with what's that guy was talking. See, he don't know there are 9 areas of activity that white supremacy rules. That's economics,
Mm-hmm.
education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war.
Yeah.
And either and all 9 are ran by white supremacy, the system of white supremacy.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
love that forehead joke.
Yes, indeed, man.
Yes,
Thank you so much, brother. Let me see. Media right news. Let's get media right news in here. Media right news, hop on in.
Yeah. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I just want to say, like with the guy a couple people ago that was really arguing hard with you. Like I could do that if I wanted to. I mean, you already know me from a few times that we've talked
Mhm.
that I'm right wing and all that. But there's no point because I'm not going to learn anything and I'm not going to be welcomed back, and I get entertainment from listening to alternative viewpoints. So,
Right.
what would be the point of that? So, I just wanted to say that first, and then my question, my respectable question is, when you see people having like arguments about like black on white or white on black violence, like on Twitter and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
my only question to you is, um do you think people should respond with like, hey, would you say if you said that to me in person, you know you might not want to do that, or I might punch you in the face or something like that? Is that like an inappropriate response that might lead to like a bad stereotype or something like that? Or what do you think about when arguments lead to that?
Well, it really depends because the dominant white society, if somebody's using words and they get killed, like Jordan Neely, they seem like they're cool with it. And in the situation where the white guy got stabbed, basically they said because of his words, they said, "Oh, well, words shouldn't affect you, shouldn't that." So I just don't like the double standards. There's a lot of double standards there, and the double standards are racially based. So that's the problem. There has to be one standard that everybody's going to abide by. We can't have two justice systems. Two justice systems is systematic white supremacy, and there's always going to be pushback from that. So that's what it is. That makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, I respect your opinion.
There you go.
Fair.
There you go, my man. Thank you so much.
Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. I'll be feeling so right. I got that root work tonight. Feeling fresh from the morning light. Root work hit me, I'm set for the night. Look good, smell right. Yeah, I'm that type. I gotta let the world know I got that root work tonight. Root work tonight. Yeah, root work tonight. I'll be